Now, the executive could face a bill of more than £600 million during the next 2 years when policing and justice powers are actually devolved to Stormont, unless additional money is given by the Exchequer. That's the stark warning from an independent economic think tank commissioned to assess the financial impact of devolution. Mark, that is some bill, £600 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's a significant proportion. We're something in the region of sort of £1.5 billion overall cost at the moment of the budget, but obviously this will be a significant shortfall. It's the Northern Ireland Economic Research Centre who've been providing this to the Assembly Executive and Review Committee, and the kind of areas that they hone in, obviously policing and court costs, but the cost of legal aid, which was exercising the committee just recently when they were seeing Jack Straw across in London, also the potential cost of public inquiries, the probation service looking for more money. Now, this was raised back in March, I think, with Sean Wubble when he was giving evidence to the committee. He wouldn't get involved in kind of giving counter figures, but it's clear that there's a haggle going on now between Stormont ministers and between the Treasury and Gordon Brown over the precise funding for the future, because obviously money is tight, but at the same time, Peter Robinson in particular is saying, look, if you don't get the finances right, we won't agree to the transfer of these powers.
So that's where the negotiation is at the moment. Does it mean that if they get the financial arrangements agreed that police and justice automatically flows?
Well, obviously there have been political difficulties as well as financial difficulties about this, but after the European elections, the DUP were saying that they weren't going to start backtracking and move towards the TUV position on this, so they are still supposedly pushing ahead, and indeed in a newspaper interview just today, Peter Robinson did talk about the fact that David Ford had been mentioned as a possible Justice Minister and said, well, he couldn't do any worse a job than Paul Goggins. Now, he appeared to be joking slightly, but it was interesting that he actually mentioned the Alliance leader as a possible contender for the job.
OK, thanks, Mark.